Good morning, all. I, Pratibha, Head Department of Mathematics, Aurora's Degree and PG College, take the privilege of inviting the speaker of the day, Dr.Doreen Ma'am, Director, CIRF, Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, Chennai, for this webinar on cyber forensics. I also invite our principal, Dr. Vishwanathan Mulusu, Vice Principals, Mr. Hari Prasad, Mr. Sai Krishna, Dean of Sciences, Dr. Ravi Kiran, my colleagues and faculty members, participants of various universities for this webinar. I, on the behalf of all my faculty members, grateful to Dr. Doreen Ma'am for accepting our invitation and agreeing to deliver a talk on this topic.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
I'm glad to inform that we are having a good response from the faculty members of various universities for the webinars, whatever we have conducted during this lockdown period, which shows that we, the faculty members, are always in thirst of knowledge. And today also, hope we'll have a fruitful session from you, ma'am. I now request Ms. Lata Salumi, one of the coordinator of this event, to introduce the guest for the participants.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Dr. Doreen is the Director of Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, Chennai. She received her BTech in Information Technology from Madras University, Chennai, ME and PhD in Computer Science and Engineering from Anna University. Her research interests include parallel and distributed computing, peer-to-peer computing, grid computing, cloud computing, and big data analytics. Previous positions include Professor and Head at the Department of Information Technology at Loyola ICM College of Engineering and Technology, Assistant Professor at the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Chennai Teaching Research Associate at the Department of Computer Science, Anna University, Chennai, and Associate Professor at the Department of Information Technology, SSM College of Engineering, Chennai. She has published about 30 papers in international and national journals and conferences. She is a life member of ISPE. She is a reviewer for Computer and Electrical Engineering Journal and Future Generation Computer Science Journal. She had been the resource person for the workshop on digital classroom, big data analytics using Hadoop, data science using Python, machine learning, deep learning, cognitive computing, software testing. Indeed, we are glad to have you here, ma'am. Thank you. And I request you to take over the proceedings.
Thank you, Lata ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, we'll start off with the session. Is my screen shared? You're able to see my screen? Participants in Zoom, you're able to see my screen? Yes, no, no, yes?
No, ma'am, we are unable to see the screen.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So you're all able to see my screen. Okay, I'm Dr.Doreen Robin, as invited, as introduced by Dr. Lata ma'am. I would like to thank, on behalf of Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, I would like to thank the college, Aurora College and PG College from Telangana, and especially the Department of Mathematics for having invited me to give a talk on cyber forensics. Okay? So cyber forensics is a topic that is too blooming now. Okay, if I ask you a question, before COVID and after COVID, okay, before COVID, I think most of you are teachers here into this group. If you are a professor or teacher, can you type an yes in the chat session, please? Okay, so most of us before COVID, we were all thinking of going to college, okay, going to a normal classroom, okay. Yes, then we go and we see the students face to face, and then we'll be handling our classes. So most of teachers, we would have learned psychology. Yes, so when we would have learned psychology, then we know by the students' face expression, whether they understand the concepts or we need to repeat the concepts, right? And so when you think of after COVID, okay, when you think of after COVID, there are lots of people, we use internet a lot for online teaching, okay, for webinars. See, you are all at different places in the world, but still using this tool, I are able to reach many people. I think this is my 22nd webinar during this COVID. Okay, and throughout this month and the next month, I'm lined up for next 10 more webinars, okay, at different places. Okay, so I'm in Chennai now, but I could not think of myself traveling to different places and reaching out to people, sharing the knowledge what we know. But here, this digital technology has enabled us to connect to people around the world. Okay, I would have thought even before COVID, I asked you a question. Both we have got YouTube viewers and also viewers in Zoom. Okay, how many of you attended webinars before COVID-19? Can you all share it in the chat session, please? We have got like 96 participants on Zoom and 6 participants in YouTube. Yeah. No, ma'am. Yes. Deshpande said no. No. Yes. Others? Yeah, everybody. There we have so many people. You can just respond. Did not attend. Yes. Okay. No, ma'am. So, for some people, the name webinar itself is sounding new. By I think on 29th, there is one more webinar hosted by University College for Women, okay, in Hyderabad, okay, in Koti. Okay, and they've asked me to have a webinar of how to organize webinars, how to generate certificate, how to create forms, how to connect with people. Okay, for that itself, we are going to have a webinar on 29th. All right. So you see, we never thought that we would be able to connect with people around the world. At this second, I'm able to connect with so many people around the world, more than 100+ people. Okay, which is not about our imaginative. I didn't travel. Okay, I was not able to. I'm not coming to a place to stay, and from there travel to the college, and from the college we're delivering it. Okay, so these technologies are made very useful. Okay, that is the technology of computer. But if you take any product, okay, it has got positives and negatives. Yes or no? Yes. A product will be usable for something. It will be having, if you take a medicine, for example, if you take a medicine, it will say, I think everybody would have taken this medicine called paracetamol. Yes. Yeah. Only during lockdown, yes. So paracetamol is a tablet everybody uses. Okay. How many of you have not used paracetamol? Everybody, right? Okay. Everybody would have used paracetamol. If you see the tablet back, if you take more of paracetamol, it is injurious to liver. How many of you have seen it? Yesterday night only used Vicky Singh. Yes, sir. So if you would have seen the tablet beneath, backside of the tablet, it is injurious to liver if taken more. Okay, I don't know how many of you have seen it. So every product has got its pros and cons. So even when, see, we were moving around the world with people, we had physical interactions with people around the world. Okay, so we'll go to a place, we speak with them, we handshake with them. Now there's no handshake because of all namaste. Okay, there is no handshake, right? So here we see we are into the digital world. We are into the digital world. Even inside digital world, we have got both positives and negatives. We have got comfortable things, and we have also got dangerous things. Okay, we should be very, very careful in using digital technologies. Okay, that's very important. So that is what the college has taken the right, okay, the right topic of having the concepts of cyber forensics. Most of you, it would have been known to you. For some, it is not known. Okay, let's move on to the topic. Okay, what is the word cyber? Cyber relates to computer. First, let's understand the word called cyber forensics. How many of you are hearing the word cyber forensics for the first time? Can you put it on the chat, yes or no? Yeah, some of you have raised hands. Yeah, you can also raise hands. Not first time. Okay. Yeah, some of you have raised hands. Yeah, you can also raise hands. That's fine. All right, hearing it for the first time. Yes, yes. Okay. And it's the most important topic in today's scenario. Cyber forensics. Okay. So cyber, the word that relates to computer, and forensics. The word forensics means you do a scientific test or techniques used in connection with detection of crime. All right. So if you are using content on the website that is owned by someone, then which means there are different crimes. We'll be seeing a set of case studies. Okay, how cyber forensics affects and how it has been implemented and how it has been validated, and the crime has also got punishments. All right. So here, if you are going for a blood test, it's same thing like a blood test. If you have a disease, all right, you go to a doctor. The doctor checks up for a disease. The first level in cyber forensics, they check up, okay, whether this particular disease, there are different sets of crimes in the cyber world. Okay, in the computer world, there are different kinds of crimes. Some crimes are intensive. Some crimes are said to be okay. You can understand. We can ignore. Okay, we can ignore some crimes, but some crimes it cannot be ignored. Okay, if you go to a doctor, you have a fever, but nowadays even picking up doctors is also difficult. You go to a doctor, you see the doctor, they will test about with your symptoms, and for some fever, the doctor will say, okay, for this medicines you take, you'll be all right. If your fever is intense, all right, and if you have got some of the symptoms which it seems the disease is more high on you, then the doctor will recommend you to go for a blood test. Okay, or in the blood test they give different tests. Okay, they're like typhoid, for malaria, for hemoglobin, this, that. Okay, every test, whatever they detect, they suspect that this could be a disease. Then after the end of the blood test, the doctor could clearly find out what disease you have. Same thing plays a role in cyber forensics. So it uses different scientific tests. Okay, it was prevalent in US and now in India also. There is a course in different universities. Even Madras University also provides a course on cyber forensics. Okay, there the students will understand how to do a scientific test. What are the detections? What are the mechanisms that you need to use to find detection of crime? Okay, so now is your title clear? The cyber forensics, cyber relates to computer. Whatever the criminology that is related to computers, okay, whatever the criminologies that are related to computer, you do a set of tests. Okay, you are all professors, So when the students come to your class, first you keep internal test, then you send them for the final exam. So during the test, you find whatever is error, then you detect, then you change them. So when they go for the final exam, you are very strong and we are very clear that what you're going to, how your students would be able to take up your test and then be able to take how your students will be able to take up your test and they'll be able to clear it. Okay. If you think the students need some extra support for them to pass in the exam, then you detect it, then you correct it, correct the students by giving them intensive coaching, then you send them for a final exam. Okay, so in cyber forensics, you're just going to find we are not doing any correction. Here, we are going to detect crimes that is related to computers. Okay, computers or mobile or whatever that is in the digital world. Okay. Okay, so cyber forensics is an electronic discovery technique that is used to determine and reveal technical criminal evidence. So as I move on with the slides, I'll be sharing with you, okay, a set of case studies. Okay, during the set of case studies, you will be able to understand the intensity of the crime that has occurred in the world, especially in the digital world. Right? And one more thing, the most important base rule in cyber forensics, it involves electronic data storage extraction for legal purpose. Okay, whatever it is stored in your system, okay, whatever is stored in your system, okay, everything, though you delete your data, okay, everything could be extracted using proper cyber forensics too. Okay, so if you go around the road, okay, now we are not going it for the past 90 days, but before we are going out, okay, how many of you have seen posters, paper posters on the road? If you have seen, then you can raise your hands or you can type an yes in the live chat session or in a chat session. Yes, yes, thank you, Rahul sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Shridivya ma'am. Yes, Supraja ma'am. Yes, Ashwini ma'am. Yes. Okay, so whatever is posted on the poster that is fixed on the walls, it is visible to everyone. You can see an advertisement of school, you can see like cinema posters, okay, you will see posters about events, you will be seeing posters about some offers in some shops. As it is open to the world, whatever you do in your digital technology, sending an email to a person is like posting a poster. Okay, then if you're trying to send a very private message to one of your friends in WhatsApp, it is like a poster on the wall. All right, so everything is transparent in the digital world. This point everybody should take strong in your heart. Whatever you do, whatever we do in the digital world, it could be extracted. Okay, it could be extracted. Although still it is in infancy, cyber forensics gains traction as it is viable way of interpreting the evidence. Initially, people were not accepting the digital evidence, but now there is a law. I'll tell you about the law numbers also, right? So it has become, whatever we do a crime in the digital world is just taken up the crime in the court. Okay, cyber forensics is also known as computer forensics and digital forensics. Okay, one such example that have come through my life. Okay, a bride was fixed to a bridegroom. Okay, a bride was fixed to a bridegroom. So both the families, they saw each other and it was almost fixed. Okay, sometime, okay, the bride's home, okay, in the girl's home, a girl again came and just knocked the door. Okay, the family is excited because they're getting themselves ready for the wedding preparation. And when the bride's home, there was a girl who came inside the home. Okay, she just knocked the door. The father of the bride opened the door, and the girl was new to them. And they said, "Who are you?" "No, just I want to speak with you." And the girl was clearly telling the name of the bride. Then the father knows, because the father knows whoever is the friends of the bride. But it's not same. But anyhow, because we are Indians, right? They just call them and said sit, and they spoke. And as they were sharing, the girl who came into the bride's home was showing all the pictures of her with the bridegroom who was fixed. And she's saying, I am a lover of the boy to whom your girl is going to get married. And that boy, the bridegroom, whom is fixed, he has promised to marry me, but now he's trying to fool me and trying to marry your girl. And she was showing all the evidence to the parents of the bride. Okay, then they were thinking, okay, it could be, is it new or they're trying to fool her? Then this case was taken to the police, and the mobile phones of both the lover and the bridegroom was taken, and every evidence was taken clearly, and this boy has tried to fool the girl and going to get married to another bride. So this digital evidence came into the picture and the marriage was stopped. So digital evidence now plays a vital role. Okay. So digital forensics, there are steps. Okay, it's not like you just detect. A normal person cannot be used for detection because we are involved into the detection of crimes. We know the steps how to proceed out. So what is the steps? Okay, we have to preservation. The first step is preservation. The second is identifying what are the components involved. Third, what tool is used to extract information, extraction. Fourth is documentation, which can be used by court of law. Okay, the extracted information should be, there are different methods. Okay, there are different methods to find out, okay, your raw data and the data that is captured matches, because there are some people who try to edit the documents. That cannot be done in cyber forensics. We have a good confirmation method. The data that is there in the raw formats and the data that is extracted is matching, is mapping the same. If both maps the same, then without even 0.1 deviation, then only the document will be taken as a digital evidence. So these are the steps. The first is preservation of the document. The second is identification. What are the components that is used? Third is extraction. Fourth is documentation, so that which will not, so there is not even 0.1 deviation from the data that is extracted and used. It is a science of finding evidence from digital media. It could be a computer, it could be a mobile network, it could be a server or a network. Okay, it provides the forensics team with the best techniques and tools to solve complicated digital related cases. So when we are into the cooking, right, we use mixie for grinding it. Okay, we use mixie for grinding it. We have different tools to apply for different things. We have a screwdriver to remove the screw. Okay, we have a jammer, okay, to put your screw tight onto the floor, onto the wall, or onto any equipment that you need. So here, for every forensics, there are different tools. Only using the proper tools, the data can be extracted. Okay, and digital forensics helps the forensics team to analyze. First, we have to do an analysis of the data. We have to inspect the data, identify and preserve the digital evidence on various types of electronic devices. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. How many of you have done Google search to find about some products? If you have done it, you can tell about what search you have recently done. You can put in the chat session. What is that you have recently done? Recently, what product you have searched? Or what you have searched in Google. About phones, okay. Search for mobile, the best yoga mat, for headset, about smart TV. Okay, each of you would have searched for different things. Okay, once you search for different things, okay, even YouTube viewers can put it on the live chat sessions. Okay, the live chat sessions for the question to go. How about computers? Okay, about Redmi Note 9 Pro, right? Okay, so each of you would have done search for different equipments. But how many of you have found after you search, then you log in into your Gmail? How many of you have seen the ads in your Gmail right side about the same product? Yes, Malika ma'am. Yes, 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 yes. I got the same. Yes, Rishi. Yes, yes, professor. So, which means even so many times, Jayanti Jaya ma'am. Okay. Yes, Swati ma'am. So, which means everything is transparent. Even though you try today, don't log into Gmail. Just open google.com. Search for some product. Then you log in into your Gmail. You will definitely find about the product onto the Gmail right side ad. Yes, any one of you thought why it is like that? Or if you know the answer, you can give it. YouTube viewers, you can also respond back in the live chat session, please. Yeah. Google saves. So, yes, I thought, but I don't know the answer. No idea. Machine learning. Okay. So, whatever we do on the internet, it is transparent. Not only to Google and lot of networks that passes through. Okay, lot of networks that passes through. So you should be very clear. Whatever we do, even though it is an end-to-end encryption, whatever it is done, but whatever data are transmitted in any audio form or video form or text form, everything could be extracted and it could be a digital evidence. Okay, and it could be a digital evidence for the chronology. So we should be very, very careful. Even an SMS can be taken. Okay, even an SMS also can be taken as a digital proof in the cyber world. So it's a science of finding the evidence, but finding the evidence should exactly map with our binary data and to our extracted data, right? It provides forensics team for the best. We should know what is the technique, what is the tools. Okay. And digital forensics helps the forensics team to analyze, inspect, identify, and preserve the data. So these are the 5 steps. Okay, this is a skeleton of digital forensics. Okay, this is a skeleton of digital forensics. The first step, we have to identify for this crime what are the equipments that is used. Second, we have to preserve the data. Second, we have to preserve the data from which the crime would have been generated. Third, the most important is we need to analyze. We need to analyze the data from the preserved data, whether who are the members who are involved into this crime. And fourth is the most important step, that is documentation. In documentation, I told you there should not be even 0.1 deviation from a raw data to a extracted data and present it to the court. So in identification, we identify the purpose of investigation, for what purpose we are doing the investigation, what are the resources required to compute the investigation. Preservation, we have to isolate the data, we have to secure the data, we have to preserve the data. Third step is where the most important, identify the tools and techniques. Okay, for one lock, there is only one key. So for every type of tools, there is a, for every type of data that you're going to take from different equipments, there is a tool. I'll show you a set of tools today. Okay, and then we'll be seeing how to process the data and interpret the analysis result. Documentation, the documentation of the crime scene along with the photography, sketching, and crime scene mapping. And the final step is presentation, conclusion to have the facts. The first case will be taking. Okay, the case, it is a real case. Okay, it's a real case that is taken. Okay, fake profile. Okay, the crime is the fake profile. It's from the city Hyderabad in Andhra Pradesh, and this is a section of law. You can see it is a section of law 67 Information Technology Act. So I told, right, initially before 5-10 years, cyber forensics didn't have a law. Okay, only from 2000, okay, they started to have this Information Technology Act law, which means a crime that happens in the digital world is taken as 100% proof to figure out the crime and give them the punishment. Okay, 507, 509 of the Indian Penal Code. Life is the art of drawing sufficient conclusions from insufficient premises. Okay, this is said by Samuel Butler. What is the background of this case? Okay, what is the background of this case? The complaint receives an obscene, you know what is obscene email from an unknown. So, and then why is that? And the complaint also noticed that obscene's profile along with the photography of her daughter has been uploaded on a matrimonial site. Okay, it was not a good email. A person has got an email, and the father finds that the photography of his own daughter onto the matrimonial site. Then the father was thinking, how could my daughter, because you know about what is the state of the daughter. Okay, so then this is the background of the digital crime. Okay, it's creating a fake profile. The profile of a daughter of his daughter has been created in the digital world without knowing to the daughter and also for the father of the daughter. Okay, the investigation came around like that. Investigating officers examined and recorded the statement of the complainant and his daughter. So the father and the daughter, when complained to the police, so stated that his daughter is a divorced. Okay, the daughter is a divorced, and her husband has developed grudge against them due to the failure of the marriage. So you can understand the agony of the father. Already her daughter is divorced, and there is some problem that is going between her husband who is divorced and the wife, and this wife's picture, who's the daughter of the father, her picture has been uploaded in a matrimonial site, and they're getting some not a good email. So it is given to the investigating officer. So it goes to the cyber 416. So they took the original email of the complainant and extracted the IP address. I don't know how many of you know what is IP address. IP address is called as the Internet Protocol address. For every mail that you generate, for my system that I'm using it, okay, for my system that I'm using it, will have its own IP address. Okay, so every systems, okay, every email from which it is generated, so it will have an IP address. I'll just show. This is my company's website. I don't know how many of you know what is IP address. IP address is called as the Internet Protocol. Okay, this is my company's website, CIRF, Computational Intelligence Research Foundation. Okay, here I'll have information about my company, who, what, why, the nowadays the setting up of digital classroom. So this course is going on from yesterday. It started 2 to 4. How to set up digital classroom, how to take online live classes, how to prepare teaching materials for live classes, how to set assignments and evaluate, how to take video lecturing, how to use the digital board, because you're not going to have a board. So how to use a digital board. Some of you are thinking we have only mobile. So we teach you using both mobile and laptops. How to teach. Some of them, they think I'm not a good techie stuff, but I don't know. I don't know how far I'll be good in teaching. So we motivate you. By the grace of God, during this lockdown, I've trained more than 600 teachers only during this lockdown how to take digital classes. But I'm evangelizing about taking this digital class right from 2017. For a decade, I was working for engineering colleges as HOD professors, and then I resigned my job and then started this research company. Okay, here we do research projects. Okay, research projects on all domains. Okay, we use data. So these are the courses only during this COVID. Okay, during this COVID-19, so many webinars and still webinars are coming. So this is my website. So IP address of website. Okay, so you can also have the IP address of the computer. Okay, so if I give my website name, okay, if I give my website name, see my website name is www.cirf.co.in. Okay, if I give find IP, can you see here? This is the IP address of my company's website. Likewise, I can also find the IP address of my system Okay, so IP address, like how every one of us, we have addressed your home. Okay, if I ask you what is your address, you all will say what is your address, right? So I'm so and so, I'm into this street from this place in Hyderabad, in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh. So everybody will say I belong to this place. So likewise, whatever we do in a computer also has an address. Okay, also has an address. From the IP address, if I want to find, okay, about you, if you share your address, when I come to your place, I can directly find it from Google Maps and come to your place. So even in computer, whatever the main, so this is about an email, this case about an email, right? So from the email that is generated, from address you get in your email, to address you get in your email. So from address and to address, okay, email has got a set of header. Okay, the email has got a set of header. Say this is the mail I got it from Lata ma'am about the forensics. Okay, when I click on the mail, I can see show original. So when I click show original, I will know. Can you see about these things? So from where to whom, only these things we see. Okay, but
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are sharing PPTs or any other screen, ma'am.
Okay, so I will share. Wait. I will share.
Only PPTs we are able to see. Other screen we are not able to see.
Okay, I will just stop the share, and I'll share my entire screen. So if I go to is my screen seen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It's visible.
Sorry. Thank you for telling me. Okay. So when I open, this is a mail that I get it from Lata ma'am about this course. So when I click on this and I go to show original, I get the original email. So if you see here, this is a message ID. So these things we don't see. So I can see, as Lata ma'am has sent, I have got it within 8 seconds, and from and to only these things we see. Can you see the IP here? Can you all see the IP here? So from which IP it has been generated, I can learn more about it. Okay. And also DKIM. Okay, the different things. So these are the things. So can you see here RSA algorithm? Okay, so everything, this is the MAC address from which address, which SMTP ID that has been generated, and what second I've received it. Everything you can take it from a normal email, but these things we don't see. We see only the details. Okay, so for using these details, because I have worked with set of cyber forensics tools for certain detections methodology. So I can see it passes from Google, from the domain, from this IP address. Can you see here all? So using these are the techniques that is more.
Ma'am, screen is, excuse me, ma'am. Screen is not clearly visible, ma'am. Okay. Screen is not clearly visible.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll move back because it is not allowing me to share the entire screen, only one or two. Okay, so that is what. Now is it clear?
It's okay, ma'am. We can understand the writing.
Okay.
Letters are okay, ma'am.
Okay. So this is how just I wanted to show you about the IP. That is what I use that. So this is how when you send a mail, you get the IP. So using that IP address of the sender, okay, and they could ascertain the internet service provider, from which service provider it has been come, and the IP address was traced to the internet service provider, and then they were able to find the mail name from Hyderabad. Okay, and then the IP address was allotted to her former husband who was already divorced. So from this they were able, and his house was traced with the help of the staff of ISP, internet service provider, and a search warrant was obtained. The house of the accused was searched. During the search operation, they saw a desktop computer and a handy cam from the premises. A forensics IT specialist, he came to the place, okay, in recovering the email, and they were able to use a specialized disk search tool. Okay, they used a tool called disk search tool, as well as photography, which is posted in the internet. It is an obscene mail. Okay, the obscene email from the computer, the handycam has clearly captured, and the seized computer and handycam were sent to the forensic security laboratory for further investigation. So when they were doing the further investigation, it was 100% sure that the fake profile of the girl was created by her former husband, and the obscene email was also sent by her former husband. So, and the computer has been, and the same computer has been used to upload the picture of her former wife, and it has been uploaded on the matrimony sites, and in which everything obscene profiles were posted. Okay, so you can understand the intensity of it is totally not good. The same computer has been used to access the email account, and it was sent. The email was sent from the former husband to the girl's email ID, and it was captured, and whatever the images that is posted about the girl that is not good onto the website, onto the matrimonial website, was also hosted from the former husband. So based on this forensic security, their report lab, it was clearly established it was a fictitious email ID that is created. And many people also, you will also get email. Say for example, if you have got account with State Bank of India, only few mails you'll get from State Bank of India. You will also see the name will look like State Bank of India, but it is not from State Bank of India. So these are called fictitious email that is created, and it was posted with a photograph, and now a charge sheet has been filled, and currently the case is going on. Okay, so this is about the computer forensics, what we have seen. The next we'll see is about mobile forensics. Mobile forensics, two ways we can gather information from mobile: a physical accusation or a logical accusation. Okay, physical accusation, how I get a physical memory. Okay, capture all them. That's what I told. Even though if you delete the pictures or any content from your mobile, we as a cyber forensics, using cyber forensics tool, I can capture all your text, all your images right from the time you purchase the mobile. That can be taken. It is a technique for capturing all the data from flash. It also allows the forensics tool to collect the remnants of the deleted data. That is what I told. All the deleted data can also be taken. Okay, so the data, but whatever the data that is received, okay, it will be in raw format, which cannot be read. That is what the raw format will be mapped with the captured format, and there should be no deviation. Later on, they use some methods to transfer a data into human readable form. Is there any questions till now? Okay, so logical accusation or logical extraction, it is a technique for extracting the files and folders within any of the deleted data from your mobile. That also can be done. So describes as that the capability to particular data type. I can only take only the pictures from the mobile, or only the call history, all the text message, all the calendars, or the videos and ringtones. A software tool is used to make, for example, if I'm using iTunes backup, it takes a logical image. If you're using iPhones, that is called iTunes backup. It will take a logical image of your iPhone and iPad, but you will not be read it. But when you map it to another system of the same software, you'll be able to read it into your human readable format. Okay, these are the two methods. Okay, the types of data from your mobile. Okay, a contact list. Okay, to whom it has been contacted. For many criminology, it has been used. For call logs, okay, for call logs, it can be taken. SMS, images, audio, video, your GPS data, and the apps data. So I always say, wherever I go for talks, kindly ensure don't keep your location on. Okay, keeping location, if you keep your location on, and then if you capture a picture, which means in your picture, if your normal phone, Okay, in your normal mobile, if you take a picture with the location on, the place in which you are taking your picture is also loaded. I'll tell you about a case now. Okay, there was a family in US. Okay, I think it is in US. I don't know which city they belong to. Okay, a father and mother had a child after a long time. So if you get a child after like 5 years, 7 years, it's very child is very precious. So these parents were not aware of it. They had kept their location on and they captured every moment of the child. And as the child grew up, at one stage she has to go to the school. As she was going to the school, okay, as the child gets ready from home, they take a picture. As she gets to the car, they take a picture and they drop her in the school. They take a picture because for them the child is so precious. And when she comes back from school, also they take a picture of the child and how she, whatever she plays, everything is every picture is taken and it is stored. And one fine day, the same father and mother dropped the child into the school. Evening, when they went to the school, they were not able to find the child. They were trying out everywhere, searching about their child. Where is my child? But they were not able to find out. Okay, and then what happened? They were able to find it. Somebody has kidnapped the child. So the police and the investigators officers, they came and they took the father and mother, okay, into the police station, and they're doing investigation. And the father and mother said, "No, ma'am, no, sir, we don't have anybody who's opposing for us. Okay, who's opposing for us." And then the search was going on and on, and they were able to find somebody has taken it. And at the end of the criminal case, they were able to find, as they have taken the pictures of the daughter and it was uploaded along with the location, there had been a hacker who had been trading the information and the timing. At particular timing when they will come and take up the child, they came to the time before when the parents, and they kidnapped the child. And from the kidnappers, when they were doing an investigation, they were able to find out all the details about the child, and the parents were taken through the Facebook application where they were uploaded about the child's picture, and they've taken the location. You know about latitude and longitude. Every location in your global positioning system has got latitude and longitude. From that position, they were able to capture the picture of the location of the child, and they have been training it. Okay, at what time they come, what time they go, and they were able to kidnap the child. So when I advise you all, those who are listening to YouTube and also those who are listening to through the Zoom, okay, so don't ever take a picture on your mobile with your location on. Is it clear till now? Any doubts till now? You were saying do not on location now due to COVID-19. According to Organised, we must give how can we overcome this problem? Okay, when you need to use the application, say for example, if you are using Google Maps, which means you need to have a location on. So those times when your application needs, then you keep your location on, but do not keep it always. That is my advice. Is it clear? Do not keep your location on always on your mobile because all your data could be trapped. Okay. I'll come. Okay. So from a manual extraction, logical extraction, you can go for an hexadump, the chip of the micro read. So in micro read, you will not be able to read. It will be all in your raw format. So it is more invasive. For this, you need training. It needs longer analysis time. And here you can see it's more technical. Only those who have learned properly will be able to use it. Okay. There are three mobile forensics tools. Okay. One is these three tools are developed by three Italian team. Okay, iPhone backup or analysis, WhatsApp extract, and Skype extractor. So whatever we do, you'll be able to extract it. Okay, you'll be able to extract it. So this is such one tool. Can you see? See, the mobile is connected. Okay, once they start, there are different devices. Okay, and there are different devices, but here they've used one such device. And we'll move on to the second case study quick. Obscene's phone call. Okay, this happened in the state Karnataka and Bangalore city. And this is the section of the law 67 of IT in 2000. Okay, a written complaint submitted by the complaining stated that the girl has been receiving Obscene's phone call, which is not good on her mobile. She has been receiving call both on her mobile and also on her landline number. So the complaint learned that the callers have a doctored a profile and it has been posted on a website also. And that has stated the profile said of the complainant loved sex, and when the viewers are in Bangalore, they should contact her. So this was not posted by the girl at all. And the girl was very annoying. How am I getting this phone calls like this, both in my landline? At one point, she went and complained to her parents. So it was taken to the investigation case, and they obtained the call details. Okay, from the cellular server company. So who had been calling her? From which number had been they had been calling her? So everything has been taken. So once it has been taken, and they observed the most incoming and outgoing calls were from the two other mobiles. So you know about IMEI number? Yes, that mobile equipment identity number. So every mobile, as I said in your email, if you sent an email, I told you you will have an IP address, right, for your computer, for your email, from wherever it is generated. Same thing in mobile. Here you have got something called as IMEI number, which is unique for every mobile. The mobile, they'll be able to trap all your details. Okay, the investigation officer sends out the letter to the website on which there was a website about a bad thing about the child that girl has been posted, and all the date, time, her mobile number, everything was clearly given. So from that time, who had created that profile, from the profile creation, they were able to find the IP address of the user, and they had another email. Okay, and that the website would be able to provide email to it also. From which email has this been created? So investigation officer then contacted from where the mobile was purchased and where the SIM card was taken, and it was used a demo card which has been used with the dealership. Okay. Hallelujah. Then upon investigation, it was found that the other SIM was allotted to a college student who was, so the other SIM was by a college student who was her own friend, used by his friend. So investigator got aspects. So they went on to the further inquiry, and the college student was a dubious character. So he was acting like a friend, and he was doing these things at the back. So here the investigation officer obtained a search warrant and raised about the residence of the college student. We used disk imaging and analysis too. You remember, first we started disk search for the first case. Here, so every case they use a different tool. Okay, every case they use a different tool. Okay, so here it has been allotted by college student, and they found and they used this imaging and analysis too. So the team was able to recover the Obscene's profile that was posted by the friend on his own mobile, on his own computer. So the accused was found, and it was later transmitted. The college student was a close family friend, and he was suffering. And then they were trying to tell something about depression. You know, whatever happens. It was evident that it was posted by the friend, and he was doing a dubious character. So first case study, what we saw in cyber forensics is about with the mobiles, with the computer. The second was with the mobile. Okay, any questions till now? Any questions? You can put on chat session. Okay. Yes, sir. Deshpande, sir. Is it okay? This is one of the brilliant question you are asking, and we are using Zoom now. Okay, and okay. In comparison, I would say Google Meet is more safer than Zoom. Google Meet is more safe than Zoom. Okay, so here we have a Gmail, all our data are allotted to Google. From the Google, we have done Google Suite for education institution now. Okay, and so for set of institution we have set up, we have our own school, okay, which is called Bethel Matriculation School. Okay, so here you will be able to see. So here we have done the Google Suite for education, and we have got the classroom set up, online classes is integrated with Google Meet, and it allows 250 at free of cost. The why I'm supporting into 250 at free of cost. 250 students can attend a Google Meet. Once we have a Google Suite, once now Google has opened it free for all, that you can do it for 100 people, and it is not having any restrictions of the timing. If you don't have a, since our college has got a licensed version, so they'll be using it. Otherwise, it will be used only for like 40 minutes. Okay, that is for 40 minutes. Then it will be going off. All right. So in comparison, I would suggest that Google Meet is more far secure than Zoom. There are some cases that they'll be able to trap informations. Any more questions? Okay, I'll move on to the presentation.
And one of the participants, Srinivas U, is asking about what is data carving. It is in the chat, ma'am. What is data carving?
I could not see.
Privately they posted it.
Okay, you can just post it out. No problem. I'll check it out. Data
Carving.
Okay. So
Yes.
most of our data are also taken out. That's what I said. Nothing is secure. Okay, nothing is secured inside the internet. Whatever we use in the internet, it is not safe. Okay, all our data are being posted outside and it is accessible. So data, there is a lot of robbing of data. If I take a screenshot, okay, if I take a screenshot of some images, and if I try to share it with myself, and also that also will be a crime. Okay, that also will be a crime. So data carving, they want to take data from different systems and they try to assemble it. Okay, data carving mechanism is also used in many, I think, like if I want to recover some data, that is like one part of forensics. Okay, like a part of forensics. That's what I told. For different tools, how do we extract the data? Okay, how do you extract the data? First methodology we used is for to extract data from computer, that is disk search tool. For the next, I want to take the pictures, and so I in mobile. Then we went for digital imaging and tools. So data carving is one of the method that is used inside the forensics to extract your data. Okay.
Ma'am, one more question in the chat box, ma'am.
Okay.
Madam, the question was asked by Sanya Rani, ma'am.
Okay.
Where there was no WhatsApp, Facebook, and others, even that time also many faced problem with these wrong calls. What is your comment on that? She was asking.
Can you repeat the question? But I'm not able to see those on my.
When there was no WhatsApp facility, Facebook facility also,
Okay.
people are facing wrong calls.
Yes.
What is your comment on that?
The reason behind, even without WhatsApp and Facebook, you remember you'll go to different places, right? You will go to different places. So here in India, okay, here in India, it is easy for us to, if I ask you a form and fill up your details, you will fill up your details and give it to me. Okay, but it is not the same. It is not the same everywhere. Okay, when I've been to UK, okay, profiling, the company needs to pay to you to get about your profile. Okay, to get about your profile. So then whenever we go to different malls, different places, if you buy something, we register with our phone numbers. Okay, there will be some third parties who will go and try to grab your mobile numbers and email IDs. So because of that, our data were accessible to outsiders, and through which they are able to through which only they were able to access our data, and we have got wrong calls also. Yes, 3 participants, right?
Thank you, ma'am. One more question, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
By Pratik Bandula. He was asking some to tell what are the courses offered in India and abroad in the field of cyber forensics.
There are different universities. They give different courses. Okay, but more than you learn the courses, a hands-on experience is more important. How to detect? See, everybody cannot do everything in forensics. So for computer forensics, if you learn deep, there are different tools. Okay, so many colleges they are using BSc cyber forensics. Eventually, in future years, we are going to get cyber forensics in engineering stream, and also now arts and science college. Madras University is providing, and different universities are also providing about forensics courses. But even now, also they are also providing courses to learn about forensics tools. Okay, basically about email forensics. Even in my company, we provide a course on forensics because it's everybody needs to know. Because only some people can know deep into the forensics courses. Others also we should need. And also whenever you use any tools, okay, any tools, either it is Facebook or WhatsApp, every company has given privacy setting policy. Okay, it is like most of them will come and knock the doors at our home, but we do not open it for everyone. Only if you know the person, then we open the door and we call them. The same thing plays a vital role in the social world also. Don't keep your profiling everything. Don't keep it open. Okay, you have your privacy setting. In WhatsApp, I can have my profile picture only to my contacts. But if I make it public, everybody who has my number can see it. All right. If you take into WhatsApp, if you take into Facebook, and you see if you're somebody of your friend has taken a picture of yours, and if they are trying to upload your picture, group picture, you getting it in Facebook, the timeline mapping? How many of you have got it? I will rephrase it. If your friends or your group, you're taking a group picture and you're trying to upload your group picture, and your friend is trying to upload your group picture and it is not aware, and you are not aware of it. But once your friend is uploading the group picture, are you getting a message that your picture has been tagged there? If you've got it, just can you raise hands? Yeah. How it has been done? Can you put this? How it has been? How it has been done? Which means in Facebook they've given an option. Do people want to do a face recognition? If you keep it off, nobody can upload it. Okay, nobody can upload it. There also we can have our own restrictions.
Madam, few people raise their hands, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
We will unmute them, ma'am.
Yeah, they can ask questions.
Miss Anusri, please unmute yourself. Anusri, please unmute yourself. You can ask question to ma'am. Next, Mr. Sri Deshpande, you are unmuted. Please, you can ask question.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, please.
One question is, ma'am. I'm audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Suppose if we lost the phone and I have given a complaint to the PS and I have given IMI number also. So in that case, can we get the phone, mobile, ma'am?
Can you rephrase it? Can you repeat it, please? You have got your mobile?
Just 1 minute, ma'am. I will reveal once again.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
have lost my phone. I
Okay.
have given a complaint to PS police station.
Okay.
And I have given the IMI number also.
Okay.
So can we get the phone back?
Yeah.
If we trace the phone.
Yeah, using if your IMEI number, if you have gotten your IMEI number, from which from the police station, it has to go for the investigation officer, because police people will not be having the forensics tools. All right. So if it is going to the forensics, they'll be able to trap it out from your last call history. And if they're able to find what is your last conversation, and if you've got a good communication with your people from your service provider whom they have taken it, then they'll be able to trap it. Then they'll be able to, unless and otherwise, if the mobile is fully switched off, if it is non-usable, then it will be difficult to find. After you lost it, you can tell about your last conversation or emails, and with your help of the service provider, and your mobile is still alive, used by someone, then it could be trapped out. Then it could be trapped. You could be able to find out it. If somebody has taken it and they're keeping it in switch off mode, and if it is non-usable, then it will be difficult to find it out.
Okay, ma'am. And if the service, for example, the service provider is not doing the best,
Okay.
his job,
Okay.
like it is almost 6 months is over, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get any response from the PS.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case,
in that case, you can go and find out some forensics people who are using it.
okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, welcome, sir.
Okay, participants, are there any questions? Okay, Haripriya, I'm unmuting you. Please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself. Haripriya.
And also, any YouTube participants, if you've got any questions, you can put on the live chat. Yes, Haripriya ma'am, have you unmuted? Once, ma'am, once we get message to mobile from any banks, how to make you should, whenever banks are sending you mail, right, they always send it in encrypted form. Okay, and you should always have a check over on the from address. Okay, when you are giving your mail ID, initially any bank will send you a mail for verification, so it will be almost from the same mail. There are many proxy mails. Now, if the next topic, since we don't have much time, a lot of criminology that has been done in cyber forensics is from the banking sectors. It's from the banking sectors. So cybercrime, mostly it is from the banking sector. See where they use, and lot of attacks. Okay, this is a denial of service attack. You will be able to take the services, but they will not allow you to do it. And bank, can you see here, credit card fraudulent was the most prevalent identity theft. Okay, even today morning we've had a discussion with about another case. Okay, where the person has employed a person in his office, but his sign was forged and they were trying to access it. So more than 1,67,000 people have reported a fraudulent credit card account system. So identity theft is another. Can you see the graph is growing? Social networking identity theft is going on and on and on.
Ma'am, Miss Haripriya has kept a question in the chat box, ma'am. It says, sometimes our mail is opened by some unknown persons from some other places. How to track the person?
Her mail has been opened. Whose
Shall
mail?
I repeat that?
Yeah.
Sometimes our mail is opened by some unknown persons from some other place. How to track the person?
How is that they are able to find it has been opened?
Yes.
I'm asking a question. How it has been? How we can check that they have opened the email?
She got a message. It seems.
Okay.
She got a message, ma'am. It seems.
Okay. So always try to have a two-step verification, and always it is advisable to keep changing your passwords again and again. Okay, even if you are using a Wi-Fi at home, okay, there are tools. If I give the username of your Wi-Fi into the tool, it will give me the password, so anybody can use the Wi-Fi. I don't know how many of you have experienced it. There is a tool that's available. So when you open your Wi-Fi connection, everybody can you see a list of Wi-Fi connections? Okay, so the same thing. So when we are able to put on the username, the password will be generated, and people are using it. So the best way to keep the mail secure is using a two-step verification. So sometimes even I don't know if you are using mail. How many of you have used this? I don't know. I'm sharing my screen. Okay, I'm sharing. I'll share it to both. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So I'm just sharing this. I don't know. You can also send confidentiality on your mail. Okay, you can also send confidential. Is my screen seen?
Yes, ma'am.
An invitation to Zoom. Can you see this? It's my mail.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
My mail is in. So when I open mail, okay, when I open a mail, now Gmail has given a new provision. Okay, say for example, can one of you type your mail ID in the chat box? Anyone? Mail ID. Okay. If not, I try to do it for one of my another mail ID. Okay, I'm doing a test mail. Okay, this is one security that you can use. Can you see down? Turn confidentiality mode on. Can you see? Yes or no? Can you see in my screen this?
No, ma'am.
My
Confidentiality mode. No, ma'am.
Is my screen seen now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So here, when you open your Gmail, I'm just sending a text mail. Okay, so you can use this. Okay, Google is giving this confidentiality. When I click confidentiality more, I can I can do it with I can expire the mail within a day, and also I can have SMS code. Okay, I can also have SMS code. So if I do these and when I send to the recipient, it is little more secure. So if I give, this is my mobile number 900302135. Okay, and you can, when I send it to the recipient's mail, last OTP. Once get the OTP back, only I'll be able to open it. So this is one method to secure emails, and unless otherwise our password is being changed often, or you need to go to the Gmail and you have to do your privacy settings. If you do your privacy settings, then it is more secure. So every time when anybody opens an email, right, it will ask for an OTP or a number will be given. You have to do the setting inside your Gmail. Once you have done it, then your mobile, then your email is better secure. Even Sunita has asked in YouTube live the same answer. Ma'am, you can do your settings into it so that whenever anybody logs in, it will give you a suspicious login. Otherwise, they will send a code. Once you tap in your code in your mobile, then they can only they can be able to open it. That methodology you can use it for securing an email. Any other questions? I will share my mail ID, doreencirf@gmail.com in the chat session, and my mobile number, I will share it, 900302135, and my company's website is www.cirf.co.in. I put it in the chat session. You can get it. For any other queries, you can just call me. Any more questions, please? I have done a feedback form for the YouTube viewers. I will share the same. Can I share it on the chat session, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll share.
You can share.
Yeah. Just want to ask. I'm just putting a feedback, a link. If you wish, you can put it out, okay, on the chat session. Any more questions, please?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Welcome.
On behalf of Aurora's Degree and PG College, I take the privilege to thank the resource person, Dr. Doreen Robin, for accepting our invitation. Ma'am has patiently cleared all our doubts and explaining us how to use mobile carefully. Thank you, ma'am, for gracing your valuable time and sharing with us your knowledge and opinions on cyber forensics today. I thank Dr. Vishwanathan Bulusu, Principal, Aurora's Degree and PG College, for giving the opportunity to organize this webinar. I thank the organizing committee, Mr. J. Hari Prasad, Vice Principal, and Dr. Ravi Kiran, Dean of Sciences, Coordinator Accuracy, and Convener of R&D Cell for their support and guidance. For smooth conduction of today's session, I thank Ms. G. Pratibha, Head Department of Mathematics, for her continuous support for the success of this webinar. Last but not least, I thank all my learned colleagues and all the participants from various institutions and from various places for making the webinar successful. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Thank you for the opportunity given. I hope the sharing would have been useful to you. Any questions, feel free to ask. You can always feel free to contact me, and try ever to excel. Expect the unexpected always. Okay. So whenever we are into the digital world, be very, very careful in using technology. And one question Pramod sir has asked: most of them have lost money without their involvement in online shopping. So that's what I said. The most fraudulent are in the credit card. Fraudulence. We need to be careful when we use credit card. Whenever you use, there will be an option on your online shopping. Do you want to save your card? Always click it. Always uncheck it before you proceed on your online shopping. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Shall we close?
Yes, ma'am. YouTube viewers, thank you for joining. Kindly fill the feedback forms. We'll be back with you again. Bye-bye.